Well, hi guys, you're back for more. Back for more punishment, hey? Yeah, this is a Carboot Tim extra. I decided to keep this as a separate video because this really would have bored some people. I do get asked about Pokemon cards quite a lot. I'm not the expert. I have some friends who are really good. I can tell you a lot about the earlier ones, but the newer ones I'm not so great on. I'll quickly show you some quick examples of stuff you want to look out for. The rarer ones, this is my own private collection. You'd normally get stuff like the GX cards, and now they've gone to this sort of V series. The rarer stuff you're looking for are these special cards that are variants. This is a rainbow card, this is a gold card. Also, another sort of new thing that exists is they've stopped doing these recently, what known as a tag team card. These can get quite hard to get. There's lots of them, and they two Pokemon at once, and they're normally quite powerful. And then you sort of get what they're known as a full art card. Notice this, like the text is going like sort of the Pokemon is normally sort of still in the bounds. Sort of this one you can see their whole body. So I'll show you some better examples. You've got stuff like break cards that are a lot more older. You've got GX and EX. I even got some Japanese cards here. This is from that bundle that I got a while ago. I think I'm uploading that video as well where I go through that. So I've got some tag team here. I've got EX. I got see another full art of a character. See, like this is a rarer variants. I got some here. I think I picked that up the other day. I may have briefly shown that. So these are really what you're looking for. These are the beautiful ones. These are the hyper rares. So there'll be a sort of a more normal version and a sort of a really out there version. Now these are the shinies. Some of these are like promo cards. You normally can tell there's like it says promo there. So shinies, thingy, like we saw that one earlier in a full art. This is what the normal card looks like. You can get a normal one, you can get a reverse holo that I'll show you later, and this is the shiny. See, the actual picture is shiny. So when we say shiny, it normally means the picture. Now this is the Detective Pikachu ones. I adore these ones because the entire set is shiny, but you only like got 3 cards in a set. And this is what we call the reverse holos, because they shiny, but they're not shiny in the picture, they're shiny here. And some of them have some really nice things. You can get sort of rare. So this one here is like a rare one. It has the star, and as you can see, the different, that's a circle, that means common, a triangle means uncommon, and a star, if you have a shiny star, I think that also means hyper rare. But there is certain cards I just don't have. I have a lot of my vintage stuff in another folder that I don't have on me. So that's something vintage. It's a little bit beaten up. This is a non-shiny. So what we know is a non-shiny. This is a vintage one. And in the really early sets, they sort of put what set they are. So if you see R, that means Team Rocket. That's a good set to look out for. I love my Team Rocket set. So there was a shiny. So this one is a rare card, but it's not shiny. So now we understand this. These were 20p each, and when I saw that, I think what the guy must have done, he's gone through, got all the GX and shinies, but he's kept stars in. Literally, 20p each. I tried to get the whole lot. I just said, what will you do for me? He said, I'm doing it 20p each. That's a really good price. So I just picked up a load. I thought, hey ho, I'll leave some for some people, because I actually do know some people there who really like their Pokemon cards. And I love my Pokemon cards, as I say. I just love collecting them. I love it when I get a rare card. So I'm going to start putting stuff in piles. I'm going to make a pile of, from what I've seen in this set, we're going to get a lot of reverse holos. So that's all the stuff we're going to thingy. That's just, oh, so we started off well. Another. Okay, this is an amazing start. I got 3 rares, non-shiny rares, and now we've gone back to normal. Another rare. So this guy seems to just be putting these really randomly. I kind of wish he picked up more. He's like putting the same cards. So I may put these in a pile because I think there may be some people want to trade. So some have unfortunately fallen out. So I'm going to make a pile over here of the, because I don't really display the other stuff, but I do it in a box. And you ever see me say, Tim, you can have a look at your box, saying of your regular stuff. Right. Now I'm opening this one. So we started off with a rare. So we got a nice one there. Okay, now see, we've gone back to a rare. No, that's not a rare. Not a rare. See, a lot more commons this time. I mean, yeah, it's just people who, see, we've now gone back to getting rares. It seems like the guy seemed to have put a lot of, he really was random about how he, these was one, and it's just huge, and he's like, owed anything, just 20p, mate. And say, so the fact I was trying to haggle with the guy, it's quite funny. You know me, I don't really haggle. Everyone's like, Tim, you don't haggle. Carboot and I don't haggle. I'm just like, this stuff is already so good. Rulu. That's a nice Jigglypuff. See, some of these have really lovely art. But I'll say that a reverse holo, it's not a reverse holo. The other thing you do have to look out for is bootlegs. Good way to tell bootlegs is the back of the cards. Be careful, because the Japanese cards do have a different back, and there is one other type of card you can come across. It will say World Championship. Those are special cards that are put in special decks, and what it is, at the end of the World Championship, they would like to release like all the winners' decks so you can get a play with them. But of course, in their decks, they got lots of cards that are very high value, and they don't want to just release those cards really easily, because it destroys the value of those cards, and plus it would destroy the metagame if you could just buy this deck. So yeah, so always look at the back. I noticed there's a lot going around. So if it ever says Pokemon Go, do not touch them. If anything normally says Pokemon Go, Pokemon cards, do not touch. There, from my understanding, there's practically nothing to do with Pokemon Go. That's where the bootleggers like to start. It's got Persian, unfortunately he's not a rare. I got the thing from Jurassic Park. I got the Bellsprout. I got a nice Clefairy, that's nice art. I got the baby Hitmon whatever. Got Tentacle. And oh, okay, so that's nice. So look, I'm getting a nice little pile of, they're not shinies. These are rare, considering these are 20p, and considering how much a pack costs you these days. I'm not moaning, and we're starting off well on this one. It's got a bead drill. So I think that's what I was kind of doing. So, oh man, I kind of wish I just picked up the whole lot. I should have just picked up the whole lot and paid 20p per thingy. But hey ho, I've got a reverse holo there. So got a shiny. Now I said reverse holos literally can be any card. I don't mind it. As it says, it's shiny. It goes in the pile. So I got a reverse holo. This seems to sort of be from the last two generations. I mean the last generation of cards. Oh, I got one of the best Pokemon ever, Gengar, and he's a rare, so I'm happy with that. So he really does look like the guy's gone through and just like picked up anything that's just shiny, and so we like, and people, I will admit, there is a lot of people who just don't really care for, I think Vinegar Jar was even saying, he said he'd been through them, and I was like, yeah, I managed to get all the, so nice Gengar. Now this is cool. This is the sort of thing you're looking out for. So it's a reverse holo, and he is a star. About to say I thought it said promo for a second, but I thought that was a bit weird because I don't think they normally do promos. It's another nice one there. So I mean, for 20p a go, this has actually been really good. I mean, you get really ripped off sometimes on these things. So I mean, it's up to you if you want to go on the eBay stuff. I've done it. Sometimes I get some good stuff, other times it's good if you want vintage cards. If you want to get your sort of base set collection, because I got very lucky base set. I literally bought most of it at a car boot last year for £5, and there was like ridiculous things in there, like most of the base set. They even had some the Neo set stuff. That's the gold and silver sets, and they are really, like, even the commons in that are ridiculously hard to come by. Fortunately, that one was a bit of a bust. Can't win them all. Now we've got a Meltan here, and I'm kind of shocked he's only a, because how much hype there was behind this Pokemon, because they added him in Go first. So he's like the first Pokemon like make his debut in Go. So he is only a Yee. So yeah, unfortunately some of these, it really is the luck of the draw. So he really, I thought that what he was going through, making sure he had a few reverse. So there's very few reverse holos, it looks like. So let's go through. Unfortunately, some have come loose due in transits. So we got these two. So nah. But yeah, I'm happy with so far. So I paid £5.40 for this whole set, and considering you can, one pack of cards can cost you that now. So I got another nice one. Here we go. Venom Moth. I love me some gold and silver. This isn't actually from the original gold and silver, but I don't think. Aha, another star. So I even have some older beasts coming up. I don't know, this looks like an older one. I don't know what collection this is from. Unfortunately, it's not from, not a rare. I thought Cloister may have been a rare, as he's a full evolution, but it's weird sometimes. Yeah, there'll be rares. Littons, this is like the last generations. There's no Sword and Shield stuff in here. That was what's really got me back into the game. I've actually started playing the game a little bit. So Kangaskhan, unfortunately it's not a Mega Kangaskhan. So another one, Kangaskhan, the Spirit, Electrobuzz, Seal. I remember all these. Torcat, Tauros, excellent. This is amazing. See we go. Another reverse. See, that's why I picked it up. So like, I presume he'd have put the good stuff at the top, so they probably did miss out on some good stuff in here. Funny that he's like put some of the same cards in the same, for like 20p, doing pretty well. So it'll be good to see to go through, considering that each pack normally comes at the very least with one of these and one of these. So because then you pay £4 sometimes for just one of those and one of them. Of course you get a few more like this. You're actually doing pretty well. Of course you're not. Looks like we're not going to pull a GX card. Now I was just hoping there would just be a GX card in here somewhere. So I pulled one in my pull yesterday. One of the lucky bags had one in it. And upside down. See, at this point he must have just been like, what's that? Gow? Oh no, I thought that was just like growl, really misspelled. Yeah, it must just be. You could sometimes get like European ones mixed up in here. I think I got a few French cards from my last trip to France. I'm hopefully going back to France. Oh, I have just dropped half of my cards on the floor. And now all my reverse hollows are trying to get out of here. Looks like it's got Gengar, Caterpie, Natsu. How do you do? If you get that reference, you've been watching too many Pokemon card opening channels. So yeah, it seems like we're slowing down on the epic pulls. I mean, nothing epic, it's only non-shiny Watertool. Yes, in a lot of them. It's like, nah. It's really random how this is. I think this is the last. So I got big ones to do at the end. And they were 20p as well. I was just like, any one, he was like 20p. Insane. Let's hope he's back. Hope he brings more one day. Like I said, he probably sold all the GX off. And that's a Cafable. I remember years ago pulling a shiny Caferi from a packet I got at a Carboot and being so hyped. It's like a shiny that was in base set. Just another good memory I have of Carboot. Oh, Polygon 2, aka the Pokemon. This is funny. This is one of the very few Pokemon never to appear in the anime. And it was all to do with an episode that was banned due to a Caesar incident. And it was, the episode's all to do with this little guy, Porygon. And the weird thing is, he's made the odd little appearance, but he's never had an episode. But Porygon 2 and his evolution, Porygon Z, have never been allowed to show outside of a very brief cameo in one of the movies, where literally every Pokemon appears at once. They have never, the gang has never ran into a Polygon 2. Yeah, there's quite a lot of interesting things about the Pokemon anime. And Pikachu clone number 32. And now it seems to be left with these bigger ones. I'm going to do the smaller ones. That's already started me off well. So that's a star. Oh, and another, so that's already a good 20p. I got a reverse holo. Not a rare one, but I like me some shinies. It's the Cafe and everyone's favourite Zubat. The thing is, Brock has a Zubat in the anime and he barely uses it. I think even the writers forgot he had it. It's like in the movie, he never brings it out. Even though they're like, bring all your Pokemon out. I think Pidgeotto never appears in the movie. So it shows you Zubat and Pidgeotto are just like the two Pokemon. Everyone's just like, even like in the movie when they lost all their Pokemon, they're like, oh, we still got, no, you're not even gonna like give them a mention. Slowbro, that's a nice one. Raticate, Hitmontop, Spinning Top, Ritsu, and oh, another star. So I had done nicely with the stars, so I'm going to leave this to last because we know that has a really nice top. Another star. I'm going to count how many stars I got. Another Wobbuffet. I love me some Wobbuffet. I actually have a really nice Wobbuffet card in my deck. I think that's that I like to use on my online deck, and he is such a troll card. He like literally, the damage counters on him, you literally can throw back at your opposition, and oh god, I have had people rage quit on me over that card. Oh, nice! It seems to be the reverse. Oh, yes! Oh, this is one of my all-time favourite cards. Now, don't get too excited, it's not from the original base set, and plus, if you ever think of the original base set, there were no reverse holos in base set. Actually, that was back in the day, you knew you had a bootleg card if it was like this, because all the cards would be shiny here and not here. I remember the very first set of cards they released in Japan, I think it was a Neo set, like a special edition set, and they released them like this, and I had my eye on that set, and I remember going down Sutton, and this is when Morris was doing their Pokemon trade thing, and like seeing this kid looking at it and like get his parents to buy it, and I was like, oh man, like I'm never going to be able to get that set, and I already knew they weren't fakes. And so I guess he shows up, the kid who just bought like the Neo set. He brings them all out, oh, look at these new cards I got. All the kids look at it and go, yeah, these are fake, mate. Oh, the look on the poor kid's face. Now, because me being a bitter kid, I didn't have the heart to tell him that actually no, these are like super rare Japanese cards that had just come out. So the thought this poor kid may thrown that set of Neo cards. And funny story, years later I was at an anime con and we do free stuff tables, and all the stuff that doesn't sell in the bring and buy, as you can see here, I got a lot of anime figures. That's what most people go for. A lot of people just put the stuff that doesn't sell, and they actually had mint conditions of the first two of these like binders, and it had the and I was so happy. I know that I have them somewhere, but I have the first two sets somewhere, and oh, I was so happy. But I loved this card as a kid. I think it came with one of the trial decks, and oh, it's such a love. So had the reverse holo is I went on a long tangent there. It seems to be all the reverse cards. Like a bit before, I was like, no reverse cards. He was saying this. Oh yes, another nice reverse holo. It's shame that we didn't get much of the reprint from base set. I love me some reprint base set. It's like my all-time anime. This Pidgeotto card, if you play the game at the moment, you'll see this Pidgeotto card because people love its ability. I don't use it. I don't think we're gonna get anything amazing. I think this is all circle stuff. But oh, I am happy with that Ninetales. That £5 for that Ninetales is worth it. Like I just bought that Ninetales for £5. Like I know it's probably worth way less than that. But oh, that's bringing me back some memories. I love that card, just the way it's reversed. It looks gorgeous. I don't think I have any of the original set shinies that are reverse holos, so that makes me. So yeah. Oh no, I have actually got a star in that set. Cheap Waterloo. I love me. Waterloo is like my new favourite Pokemon. It is too adorable. Let's look at this star one. Something sort of. Actually, no, on second thoughts, I'm going to go to... No, that's a bigger one. As you know, as it starts off with our thingy, I think we're into not very exciting stuff. So back to the story, I didn't really go over it. So last year at Carboot, the local one I go to that we vlog about, so I was at the stall and loads of people around it. And you know, when I just had a good feeling about the stall, so I looked at it and put down a bag, and like you couldn't see what was in the bag, but I could just about make out the back of the cards. So I sort of gave it an open, sort of literally just pulled out a hand of cards, and I could see they're all base set stuff. And this is really when I was just getting back into collecting. And I was like, I don't have any base set. I'm going to like pick this up. So I sort of asked, like, hey, how much are the Pokemon cards? And he's just like, $5. Go through the whole thing. I said, it's like Neo cards, like everything up to Team Rocket. No, he didn't have anything Team Rocket or, what's the other one? Team Rocket or the gym sets. But he had everything, like pretty much everything from base set. A lot of Fossil and Forest, that were the 2 expansions to base set. Some basic 2. He had Venusaur in there. He had some shinies from like Neo. He had some. I think he had like, he even had stuff like Ninetales. So that's how I got my Ninetales back. Literally, yeah, like 4 cards in there alone were worth like £150. I actually traded one on because I had doubles, and I have a friend who's really into old Pokemon cards and just trying to make sure I actually get these cards. I don't think this is going to be a very interesting set, people. Trying to lead you to the main event. So that, oh, those reverse hollows made me happy. So yeah, you picked up the rest of these. I hope you got some good cards as well. I tell you not to be too greedy, because I know there's people like that who love their Pokemon cards. But yeah, no, love me Pokemon. Fantastic. Yeah, Diglett, Otis. Back to, I'm going to go through this big one because I think these are just all normal, boring ones. The shame is says there doesn't seem to be any from the reprint of base set, except for that one random Ninetales. And Pidgey, Vulpix, that Alolan Vulpix. Yeah, these seem to be a lot of, but hey, I got a lot of good stuff, so I'm not complaining. Like, this can all be rubbish. Like, it would be nice just to like maybe randomly pull a GX card. That would be like just crazy, like some hyper rare just right at the end, or just something like maybe Neo cards, just like randomly he had some Neo cards in there. Like, I know I've been lucky once with Neo cards. I don't think I'm going to get lucky again. It's like everybody seems to be after the Neo stuff, like that, and like the E cards. I got some E cards somewhere. I really wish I picked up more when I did. I really wasn't into collecting them, so I probably, if I was collecting now, if I saw them again, I probably would have picked up everything E card they had. Oh yeah, I have another painful memory about the e-reader. Back again at those sort of bring and buys at the anime conventions I go to. One year they actually had the e-reader, like both the Japanese and the American one, with a load of cards. I don't think they had any Pokemon cards, but they had like loads of really good cards, and I had it in my hand, and I don't know why I didn't buy it. I just was like, £20, and that is the more I think it had all the Animal Crossing stuff. Not just alone now, the Animal Crossing stuff would just be would just be so hard to get. Like, that's probably hundreds of pounds worth of Animal Crossing cards. And I was like, and I put it down, and I was like, actually no, I'm gonna go for it. I walked over, and my freaking friend has it in his hand. And I just looked at him, I said, I'm not gonna lie, that's a really good deal. You'll be an idiot to not buy it. And he was like, yeah, because he's actually friends with he's actually brother of a friend of mine. He's actually quite a cool guy. Yeah, so he's actually really into GameCube. So I'm happy in a way it went to one of those ones where it's gone to a reseller who's just going to sell it. It's gone to someone who he really loves his GameCube stuff. So that stuff goes really well. So it was nice to see it go to someone who really appreciated it. I mean, I understand. I have friends who are resellers, and I fully understand why you do it. I know if you watch some of my older videos, I did used to get quite bitter about things, and yeah, I apologise for that. I almost even put some of my older stuff down because I felt it doesn't really represent what I'm like today. But as I said at the car boot, we all got to make our own way. I talk to a lot of them now. So I even help them out sometimes. They help me out. Actually, one of them actually helped me out today and actually pointed me in the right direction of this. So yeah, so if you ever watch any of my older videos, I do actually apologise for a lot of the comments I say in those things. I was quite a salty person back then. Doesn't represent, but sometimes I feel sometimes content should just be left up. I can put my hands up and say I'm not proud of my old content. But yeah, so that's it. So I got, this is what pretty much all the base boring non-rares. These are the rares and these are the reverse hollows. So I know this was quite a long video, but yeah, no, that was really awesome. Got myself some really cool stuff. I mean, for £5, considering you can't even, but like that would buy you a pack and a half, and if you're lucky, like you potentially get one of these and one of these, and you're not going to get freaking 9 tails. So or 9 tails base set like that. So yeah, for that card alone, I think it was worth it. So yeah, that's just me going through some Pokemon stuff. Yeah, I mean, give us a comment, like, I mean, sure there is people on here who do like Pokemon cards. I'm going to keep sort of these Pokemon stuff a bit separate because I understand it's very long, and my car boot videos can get quite long already. So yeah, but I said I hope you guys who watched it give me a like and subscribe. As I said, I'm just gonna, this is Carboot Tim Extra #1 at the end of. So yeah, give us a like, give us a comment. If you got any cool Pokemon cards, please do. Anything at the Carboot, just if you enjoy me rambling, I may just do some of these more rambling about old Carboot stuff, you know, about the adventures we get on it, because I do have some tall tales, I could tell. But anyway, yeah, good luck hunting, and hopefully see you Sunday.